If they do with junior Quarterview, very talented. We saw a lot of him in the spring and more in the fall. He's going to hand the ball off over the left side, and Nick Brusso tries the left side, but nothing doing over there. Good play for Roxana. One of their linemen coming up, Connor House, middle linebacker, and Connor House making a name for himself. He played on the line last year, but he's the middle linebacker and kind of the team captain for that defense. Connor House, 65, with the tackle.
Great job there by being able to get into the backfield. Could have been a loss, maybe right back to the line of scrimmage. But great job there by the Shells defensive line.
CM with the spread. They'll throw it up the middle, and it is picked off right there in the middle of the field. That might be the little middle linebacker again. Connor House, 65, back-to-back plays, and he does it again, and we have back-to-back turnovers a minute into the game.
It's not the way either team wanted to start, that's for sure, but Eagles came out there with an empty backfield. 5 wide there. Really just threw it right to the middle linebacker. Eagles in the way, they were just a pass that Arden would like to have back, and what a break for the Shells. You fumble inside your own 10-yard line there, inside your own 15, and then you get it back 2 plays later. So, I think Coach DeVries has got to be excited there that you kind of wiped that away and just started from scratch and hope for a better result here.
Connor House, a senior, 6 foot, 215-pound middle linebacker. Now it goes right back to the Shells offense. And we've had just 3 plays, and now we're going to have a penalty. So a sluggish start, I guess. Now we have a delay of game for Roxana, but we've had 2 turnovers in the first minute. A Roxana fumble, a CM interception, and the turnovers are already 1-1, and Roxana has the ball now at their 22-yard line, 5-yard penalty.
Roxana cannot be happy with the way this game has started. Yes, there's the fumble, but you get this big interception, you come back, it's 1st and 10, and you have a delay of game. It just looks like this offense is a little bit out of sync to begin. In a situation like this, it's important to get off to a good start. The Shells have not done that this far.
Well, here we go with the Shells up under center again. They're going to try to run the football, but in the backfield, CM will make the play quickly there as they try to run the football with Terrell Graves, a sophomore running back, but he is going to be knocked down for a 5-yard loss.
That was number 88, Colin Elledge. It's incredible because whenever I talked to the CM coaches before tonight, I said, who's somebody I need to watch?
Second 22.
They said Elledge has had a great week in practice, worked so hard in practice, really learns from film, and just nobody works harder. And here it is, the first real snap from the Shells when he gets into the backfield and knocks for a 12-yard loss right there. So the coaches were spot on.
Here's a handoff, going to go over the right side. Good yardage there for the Shells as they'll push the pile near the 25-yard line. And we mentioned Elledge, 88. Well, he is lined up as a middle linebacker too. So both middle linebackers are a good start in this game tonight. Roxana moving the ball back to near the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 13 to go.
Nice second down play there off right tackle. Gained a little bit of positive yards. Again, this is what the Shells are going to want to do. They're going to deep into that play clock, a few yards at a time. But the Eagles getting them in possession in situations like this, 3rd and 13, where the Shells are uncomfortable, is exactly what the Eagles wants to do.
CM may be coming, and there they go. They jump right over the ball, and that's a silly defensive mistake. Only that the offsides comes right over the ball where you're looking at the ball, right?
Yeah, a tough play right there for the Eagles. Just a little anxious on that.
3rd
and 13. Roxana may have to drop back and pass, which they don't really want to do.
Make it 3rd down and 8.
Coming after them there, just jump early, like you said. Puts the Shells in a little more manageable 3rd and 8.
We're at CM, Hauser Field, the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Adam Miller and Brent Berkland with you here on the Big Z. Roxana ball, 9 minutes to go, first quarter. We're just underway, and we've had a lot of action already. 0-0 score. And here's a pass over the right side, almost picked off there as the CM Eagles were pursuing to the right. Quarterback rolling to the right, and that pass by Wallach falls incomplete. 4th down from their own 29-yard line.
Wallach was forced out of the pocket there by 3 Eagles chasing him as he rolled out to the right. The pass was short of 1st down anyway, but coverage there by the Eagles, good pressure, and they're lining up with their kick returner right at their own 45, so looking to get good field position again on their second possession.
They're expecting a short punt from the Shells. We'll see how it goes. Hunter's at his own 20-yard line. Return man at his own 40-yard line. And it's blocked, and there's Elledge, 88, making the play. Now Roxana's going to try to run the ball out of the backfield, and they will run it out near the 20-yard line, but that's it. And there's 88. There's Colin Elledge with a blocked punt.
Coaches couldn't have been more spot on. Ready he was for tonight's game, could they? Two great plays already for him, and the Eagles are going to get good field position. Here they're going to start on probably around the 20 again this time. We know the Eagles are going to look for something other than a quick turnover themselves. Great field position to start their second possession as well.
What a strange start to this game. A couple of turnovers. Now we have a blocked punt and penalties, and just nothing shaken here in week 3 yet. Although there's been a lot of action. They're going to run the football and come to the near side. CM to the 15, down near the 12, 13-yard line goes 44. You know Miguel Gonzalez had a big spring running the football. Well, 44 is at it again.
He really did. I know the coaches
Picks up about 7.
break out a little bit.
Second and 3.
Right now they've really been spreading the ball out, but they know that his experience, how well he played in the MVC last year, is going to carry over for this year. We're expecting really big things from Miguel Gonzalez.
He's got a couple of touchdowns, and he's averaging 9.5 yards per carry. 17 carries so far this year, 160 yards. Now Arview, the quarterback, on a keeper to the 10, to the 5. He's headed for the end zone, front right end zone, and he has it near the pylon. Touchdown, CM.
Nice run there by Brian Arview, as you said, a design run from the shotgun formation
Arview
there.
with a touchdown.
Almost got hit around the 7-yard line. He was able to break that tackle and then just lowered his shoulder to get into the end zone on that last shell defender. Touchdown, Briar Arview. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead with 7:49 to go in the first quarter.
And he has run the ball in a couple of times. That's his 3rd touchdown of the year at the quarterback position. Now we go with Bryce Davis, junior kicker, a 5'9" kicker.
Davis is also a soccer player, having an outstanding year for the Eagles. Really high potential there on the Eagles soccer team.
Kick is up, and it is good. And now we have a flag, some pushing and shoving, and some words after the kick. So we'll have to see about the flag. Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams here, maybe offsetting. The kick was good, 7-0 CM. We're at 7:49 to go, first quarter, as they sort out the yellow flag here, the penalty flag. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on the CM Eagles, and that's it, just pointing to the purple for that penalty. Kickoff coming in a moment, 7-0 CM though. Let's take a break, first quarter. The Eagles on top of the Shells. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You want surprisingly great rates on insurance? Contact Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Mike grew up here and is happy to call the Riverbend his home. His care and dedication to the Riverbend proves that he genuinely is a good neighbor. Call Mike today at 254-1251 for a quote on auto, home, health, or life insurance. Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you. Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering
Give the Shells the football, but the Eagles on top 7-0 with that touchdown here, first quarter. Now the Shells will return the kick, 20, 25, 30, out near the 35-yard line. And That's where the Shells will start. Well, before the break, we were talking about the kicker, CM Soccer, 7-0 their start on the soccer field, Adam.
Yeah, Coach Darren Jarman doing a great job with that team. They have a lot of experience coming back, too. And we talked about the football spring season. I think that the Eagles soccer spring season really gave them a lot of confidence.
It looks like it's hurting
They're almost just running it back after
against the Shells.
really off to a great start. And some really good playmakers in there. Partner Scott Ward, Bryce Davis, great defense in the backfield. And Eagles are off to a great start. And Genova Valley play and just having a great year thus far. And I know that they are expecting some big things this season.
And a shout out to CM Volleyball at 10-0. So what a fall it's been, and a fall start anyway for Civic Memorial Sports all the way around, boys and girls. Football here tonight, Friday night action. Roxana with the football, 7:42 to go. Here's a pitch to the near side, and Roxana's going to try to run the football again. Keep it on the ground with those young players, and a young running back, 35, gets the carry again. Graves, the sophomore, out to the 29-yard line.
Coach D-Mac picked up about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
First down is a great situation for them. Just looking to shoot yards and shooting on. You mentioned the great start for Steve Volleyball. Christy Oaks, fantastic job. Talking to some of the folks who've been around Baltimore for a long time. When was the last time football, soccer, and college were undefeated 3 weeks into the season?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good starts and a lot of good games and matches. And that's almost, basically almost 20-0 total combined. We've seen a lot this year of Evan Wells. We haven't seen much of him yet. He has about 5 touchdowns in the first 2 games. He's a sophomore running back. He's in the backfield, 24 for the Shells. We'll see if he gets some carries here sooner or later. He is a horse, 6'1", 200, and only a sophomore. Wells has had a good start for Roxanne.
Lost 2 yards in the second half. Brings up 3rd and 7. Another situation Shells would rather be a short yardage for us.
Here we go. They hand it off up the middle, and a fullback dive for maybe a yard or 2. It is Wells, 24 this time. A couple of Eagles making the tackle, including Elledge, 88. He was in on the tackle as they move it out to the out near the 27-yard line, but it's still 4th and 6 or 7 more to go.
The Eagles were right there, and you don't very often see a fullback dive. The fullback is tackled, standing upright.
Back from the Eagles.
That's what happened right there. It just shows the push that the Eagles defensive line had there. Brings up the 4th down. Shells are out to play.
Well, here we go. It's going to be CM ball again. Should get good field position again. The first one was blocked. This time the punter's going to take off running to the right. He does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back near the 25-yard line. Shells in what looked like a designed fake punt from their own 25.
Did not work. Shells were not surprised by that. And once again, this is going to be the 3rd possession that the Eagles have, and they're going to start on the Shell side of the field. All 3 of those possessions. Down 7-0, 5 minutes to go on the road here in the first quarter. The Eagles have a great field position for the first time. We know that Coach Frontiers looking to take quick advantage of this and build that lead.
7-0 so far. Last week, 28-0. They beat Wood River. Now the home opener against Roxana. Arview's going to throw it. Low throw, but it's caught there. Nice grab. Down low to the ground. One of the receivers, Luke Parmentier, the 6'2 senior, off to a good start. He makes a good catch.
Picks up about 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
We saw a lot of that the last 2 years. Pass there to Parmentier. And we're seeing tonight, we talked about Shells 1 and 2. Trying to chase some off. Follow that blueprint that the Oilers had. Thus far, that's out. The Eagles struggle to score. The Oilers in the first half. Moving well.
4:40 to go, first quarter. Arview's going to run it this time out of the shotgun, and he dives over the right side. He's going to pick up a couple before he's wrapped up there for CM.
Eagle first down.
Chase Allen, the junior defensive lineman, making that tackle, but then we have a flag, and again, the flag comes in late. Face mask? Nope, unsportsmanlike conduct again. This time on the shells.
Against the shells.
Another design run by RU. RU now a little bit stronger than what he used to be as a junior. He started as a freshman. Took some hits against some good BC schools. He's really hit the weight room. He's an outstanding baseball player. RU has really grown up kind of on the football field. Didn't see a lot of design runs from him as a freshman, a little bit towards the sophomore. We're seeing a lot of that this year. I think that's just a testament to the dedication that he's put in the weight room, the toughness that he has. And having that dual threat really gives the more options offensively.
Well, now they're going to move the football inside the 10-yard line on that Roxana penalty. In the red zone, it is down near the 7-yard line now. And it will be first and goal from the 7. CM already leading 7-0. We'll see if the Eagles can punch it in again. 4.5 minutes to go. Good crowd here tonight. Roxana crowd on the far side, and CM crowd, of course, packing the bleachers here on the near side. This Riverbend rivalry game. Up under center, RVU hands the ball off over the right side. That's going to be a CM touchdown. Nick Russo, number 10, is going to score 6. First and goal from the 7. Russo runs it in.
Nice job there by Russo. Ran into the line there, but wasn't able to be tackled. He bounced off to the right. And once he bounced off, he saw nothing but green grass. Gets in for the touchdown. There's some perseverance there by Nick Russo. Eagles once again take advantage of great field position to have an opportunity here to go up 14-0.
And it will be Bryce Davis again, the 5'9" junior kicker to
Davis to kick
the extra point. 13-0 Civic Memorial first quarter. CM looking to go 3-0. Roxana a record of 1-1 after 2 games. The kick is good. CM up by 2 touchdowns now, 14-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back in Bethalto after this. The Eagles 14, the Shells nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Has free checking become a thing?
In the game, we had 2 turnovers back-to-back for each team. Now the kick rolling out of bounds on the far side. The kickoff here for CM. So that's a penalty again, and we've had a handful of penalties in this game already too. We've had 2 turnovers. Now we've had 2 touchdowns, and both touchdown runs for CM, and they lead it by 2 touchdowns here, 14-0.
Kind of what you would expect, maybe a little bit more from week 1.
Also, don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets. All 3 proceeds go to the after prom.
You know, you have to give credit where credit is due. The Eagles have had 3 opportunities in the red zone. They had the 1 mistake there by RVU after the interception. Other than that, they've taken advantage of that to close things out to 14-0. Shells are definitely looking to get a first down. They have not really been in even a short yardage situation thus far. I think 3rd and 7 has been their best opportunity that they've had thus far. So looking to gain some positive yards here as they start.
Roxana starts at their own 35-yard line after the kickoff went out of bounds. Now they're going to hand it off, and nothing doing over the right side. That's going to be a loss of 5. Back to the 30 as the Eagles swarming the running back again. Graves, that sophomore running back.
Good job there again by the Eagles defensive line, just getting a great push and getting it in the backfield quick. Just nowhere for the Shells to go right now. Shells running backs just don't have an opportunity to make anything work. Need a little bit more push from their offensive line. Again, setting up the 2nd and 15 puts the Shells in some tough situations where they may have to throw, which they would prefer not to do this early in the game.
Up under center, it's the quarterback again, Wallach, and now we got a penalty flag flying before the snap. It's a false start on the offense, and they're going to be back 5 more yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 20 to go. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game for each team, so stay tuned for that. Eagles and Shells, players of the game after we finish up tonight, and then we'll move along to Collinsville at Alton. The K-Hawks and the Redbirds on the way later tonight.
The crowd, pretty good crowd now, Brent. I looked out here and just a couple of minutes before the kickoff, I was surprised at how quickly Roxana made the trip. As I looked out the press box, there were folks lined up almost out the Stadium Drive trying to get into the game. So, pretty good crowd over there at Roxana's side.
Here's a handoff over the right side. Good yardage this time. Might be Wells up near the 30-yard line as he finally breaks the line of scrimmage, one of their running plays. And it's going to be over the right side, right in front of the Roxana bench there on the far side for 5 yards.
Positive yards there Roxana brings up. It's still a really
3rd down, not 16.
Might have been Paxton Osmo, junior running back. He wears number 2. Those gold numbers on the white jerseys, not easy to see. Keep you updated on that with 2:25 to go, first quarter. Roxana now at 3rd and 15. Under the lights here in Bethalto, it's going to be a pass, rolling left, a little pitch and catch to Wells, 35-40. Did he step out of bounds? Out near the 45 he did, but that's right on the first down marker for the sophomore, Evan Wells.
Great play there by Roxana, almost broken for a touchdown there. Wells was able to get out into the flat, roll out there.
Stepped out of bounds.
Shells, he caught the ball in the flat.
Looks like we got enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Shells.
First down for Roxana Shells. That's their first one of the evening. That's got to be a relief for Coach Bryce.
Right on the first down marker, the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, Roxana ball. As they've moved the chains, trailing 14-0 here, first quarter. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. kickoff for Illinois and Virginia. We'll have that for you on the Big Z, of course.
Illini are looking to bounce back.
Yeah.
Loss last Saturday.
Indeed. Here's Graves over the right side, couple of yards there, and now dives forward, leans forward over the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Really good run there by Terrell Graves. He's a sophomore. Really showed some toughness there.
Melvin Hyde going to stop.
Extra yards there. That's really what the Shells are looking for on
6,
down.
going to be 2nd and 4 for the Shells.
Full playbook is available to them. They want to run the ball and shoot the clock a little bit, but you can't gain yards on first down. You can't do that. And sometimes getting that first down, you kind of break through. The offensive line gets a little bit more confidence. I think we saw that from the Shells there as they able to continue to run the ball and gain some yards.
Well, we're down to 1:20 to go, first quarter. Shells at 2nd and 4. Now, either a penalty or a timeout. I think they got the timeout. They did. Roxana timeout. We'll take a break. Shells ball right now, late first quarter, but CM's on top, 14-0 here in Bethalto. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com. Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit Altontoyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
There's a handoff coming to the near side. Over the left side goes Graves. First down and more. Another tough run for the sophomore running back to the 43-yard line of CM.
Run there again by Graves. Kind of off tackle a little bit there, but gets into the middle of the field.
Roxana picks up enough for a first down.
It's able to move the chains.
It's going to be first and 10.
Get a first down, get a little bit of confidence going. Find somebody who's
Ball on
kind
the
of got
42-yard line.
Shows they found that with Graves.
See if they keep running right at that CM defensive line. The front four for the Eagles. Ready for another snap here. We're under a minute to go. Snap back. Here's a handoff. Wells right up the middll to the 39-yard line. The interior lineman right now for CM, Logan Cooper, 71, 250-pound junior, and 77, Cole Steemack, 6'2", 200-pound senior. They are the inside defensive linemen, the tackles right now anyway for the Eagles. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. We're at second down and 7 after that 3-yard carry by Wells. 24, Evan Wells. Now they're going to run it up the middle again and again, leaning forward to the 36. Maybe another 3-yard gain. And that will be the end of the first quarter here at CM tonight. After one quarter, the CM Eagles at home leading Roxana 14-0. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You want surprisingly great rates on insurance? Contact Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Mike grew up here and is happy to call the Riverbend his home. His care and dedication to the Riverbend proves that he genuinely is a good neighbor. Call Mike today at 254-1251 for a quote on auto, home, health, or life insurance. Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
12 minutes on the clock, second quarter now. Back here at Hauser Field, Civic Memorial High School. CM leading after one quarter, 14-0. Move on to quarter number 2 now. Adam Miller and Brent Berkland with you here. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday night in September, week 3 of the high school football season. Roxana ball, third down, 3rd and 5 from the CM 37-yard line. And the line jumps before the snap, and that was about 3 Shells linemen jumping early.
And that's so unfortunate.
Legal procedure against the Shells. It's going to move it back 5 yards.
Now that 5-yard penalty is going to make it
3rd and 10.
So if I'm thinking along what the coach is thinking, 3rd and 5, maybe a run. But now 3rd and 10, you got to throw.
I think with the success that they had in this drive thus far running the ball, 3rd and 5 was manageable. Like you said, the 3rd and 10 puts them in a situation where they're doing something that they don't want to have to do. And that's, of course, what the defense always wants to do, is make the offense uncomfortable. The Eagles have been able to do that thanks to the aid of that 5-yard penalty.
And it could be 4-down territory. They're in CM territory. There goes the line jumping early again before the snap. And that's another penalty. And Coach Wade DeVries moving up and down the sideline. Headphones off, headphones on. He doesn't like this at all.
to have everybody out in a Friday night high school football game again.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Here's a run for Wells, it looks like. He leans to the 44-yard line because there's
Wells on a carry.
a good number of teams still forfeiting in Illinois football. And then I think over in Missouri, there's games being played with no fans. At least a few.
Bring up a fourth down and about 13.
They're so good. So many people wanted to see. Just makes you. I don't think 2 years ago on the sideline it's different. You just realize how great everyone is for trying to play these games and have everybody here and parents and sisters. All the students who want to help can come. And, I think it's something that we don't take for granted.
Ball start on the Shells again on 4th and 13. They were going to go for it on 4th down, probably still will as they move the ball back to near midfield. Maybe they'll punt it now. It's going to be 4th and about 18, back at the 49-yard line. And yep, a punt is coming now, it looks like.
And you know that this series that we just watched will be a focus at the film session tomorrow when they talk about it's 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 5. We've been running the ball successfully. We have 3 straight ball starts. Not what the Shells are doing.
And all that was there was the snap count, basically. Here's a line drive punt as the Eagles were in the backfield again. Gonzalez going to let it roll inside the 10, down near the 6-yard line. So it was a good punt, good roll for the Shells to the 6-yard line. CM will have the ball, and we'll see if the Eagles can go on a long drive here, already leading by 15.
Really good punt there by the Shells. The Eagles are going to find themselves and at their own 6-yard line, which is clearly the worst field position they've had so far. So the Shells playing a little field position game here. They can stop and get the ball back. It's a good field position of their own. The Eagles offense, some of the continuing a little bit ball field to in the second quarter.
And we mentioned these two teams next week will play conference games. Here's the Eagles with a run up the middle. And it's going to go out over the 10 near the 12-yard line for CM. CM will be at Triad next week, week 4, while Roxana will go home and play Columbia. So we'll see how that goes next weekend. And next weekend for Illinois here on the Big C, it'll be a Friday night game. Big Ten still playing those Friday night games, and it'll be Illinois' turn next weekend. Maryland at Illinois Friday night.
Triad currently up 10-0 over Mountain Burns.
Highland playing Marion tonight. Mascuda may be the favorite, I assume.
I think so.
It's early, but
Bruce on a carry.
Their new coaches just came in and just taken over for Josh.
Picks up
Lee.
enough for an Eagle first
Job
down.
Bryce has done a great job this far. A couple of big wins already for the school. They're bringing a lot of guys back from the NBC championship team. They won the World Series last year. And I think the school definitely has to be the favorite in this league. But I think there will be a lot of competition for Highland and for Triad and these Eagles.
CM. 8:40 to go here, second quarter. CM with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. We're going to have a timeout for the offense, and Coach Mike Parmentier would like to talk this situation over with 8:32 to go. As we continue on here, Southwestern playing at Litchfield. Southwestern off to a 2-0 start, although they had a forfeit in week 1. Again, Marquette on the road. As they continue on here, 8:32 to go in the first half. We're in the second quarter, and again, RVU scoring on a 13-yard touchdown run. Russo scoring on a 7-yard touchdown run. The Eagles with that lead of 14-0 so far. CM with the timeout here on offense. They picked up 1 first down. They started at their own 6-yard line. They're now out to their own 17, 18-yard line. 18-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10 Eagles. CM with number 7, Briar Arview, 6'1" junior quarterback. Split backs behind him. He's got a man in motion, one of the wing backs, and he gets the handoff. The wing back turning the corner to the 25-30, 35-40 before Nick Williams, the senior, is knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Talked about a lot of different weapons and spreading the ball around a little bit, and you just see there senior Nick Williams with that quick run on the outside, some explosive speed there. Big game for the Eagles there. The offense just keeps rolling. We saw a little bit of a different look for the Eagles there. RV very comfortable with shotgun, physical formation, but that's how you saw him under center. And that's a little bit of a wrinkle. You see that looks like again right here.
Two backs behind Arview again, and he's back to throw this time. He drops, he throws it to the right side. It's going to be caught. Penalty, but it's still caught by Luke Parmentier. He was interfered with. It was one-on-one coverage, but he still made the catch inside the 30-yard line.
We talked earlier about the RV Parmentier connection, and there was one-on-one coverage. And RV has a lot of faith there in Parmentier. He goes up one-on-one. He is able to make the catch there, and as you said, interfered with, and still able to do that. The pass interference may have saved a touchdown.
Pass interference against the Shells. The Eagles decline the penalty. It's going to be an Eagle first down.
So at 8:15 remaining, second quarter, they have the ball down to the 28-yard line. Just like that, a moment ago, CM was inside their own 10 and inside their own 20-yard line. Now they're in Roxana territory at the 28. Split backs behind Arview again, including Gonzalez. He'll get the handoff. 44, Gonzalez over the right side. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 to the 24, 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 25.
Second and 7.
Eagles mixing up the passing playing well right here. Happy with the field position they have, kind of the rhythm that they have in their offense, and how a lot of different guys are being able to touch the ball and have some success with attack.
7:20 to go. Second quarter. Arview ready to roll again. Handoff over the left side. Dive forward near the 20 and into the red zone goes Brusso.
Brusso on the carry.
The senior running back is going to run it just inside the 20-yard line here.
Another nice run there by Nick Brusso.
They mark it with the ball right on the 20-yard line. His knee was down. And officials talking over something here. I'm not sure if there was a penalty. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Shells. And we've had some penalties after the whistle here tonight.
And if you're the Shells, you just can't be happy with the penalties are. You mentioned there's been some on both sides. They have definitely hurt Roxana far more than they have CN this evening. 15 yards on false start just a few minutes ago. I think that's the second, possibly third unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Shells this evening. When your offensive line is not handling things real well, and your defensive line's kind of getting beat up a little bit, things do start to get a little chippy. But that was bringing up a 3rd and 2 right there, which would have been a critical play for the Eagles, and Shells just giving the first down, allowing the Eagles to kind of move down the field. Right now, the Eagles don't need any help from the Shells. The Shells cannot do those continued penalties.
It's like a 94-yard drive is coming up here for CM, because now they have it at the 10-yard line, half the distance to the goal. So looks like it's going to be 1st and goal right on the 10-yard line. Again, they started at their own 6 after the punt by the Shells.
You're starting to think about that halftime split. Who gets the ball to come out in the second half? The Eagles get the ball to come out in the second half. It's 14-0 already. Driving, you said a 94-yard drive is what it's looking like it could shape up to be. It could be a 21-0 score going into halftime with the Eagles getting the ball back. So critical for the Shells to make a stop here.
At the 10-yard line, Arview's going to hand it off, and it's going to go over the right side for a couple of yards. Gonzalez down to the 8 or 9 yard line. Again, a little pushing and shoving after the whistle and after the tackle.
Gonzalez is a workhorse. We talked about the success that he's had. It just gets
one. It's going to be 2nd and 9
each time he
for the
handles the
Eagles.
ball. And you see that again from him right there. 2nd and 9.
We're only halfway through this second quarter. We're at the 6-minute mark now. And he again, the Eagles are driving down to the end zone to our left. And Roxana trying for a stop here inside the 10. Here's a handoff with the man in motion. He's going to get it on the move, and good pursuit there. Good tackle as it's made on the edge by Connor House, I believe it was. Logan Turbyfield trying to turn the corner, but he's back near the 9-yard line again, third down.
Trying to be creative there, trying to get the ball to Turbyfield, who's an explosive athlete, and a great job there by Connor House, great pursuit. Turbyfield has really good speed, he's not able to get into the corner and turn the corner there. Good tackle, good pursuit by House. That brings up 3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
The Eagles in a passing situation here, and I'm surprised Turbyfield comes out of the game. Arview's going to roll right. He's going to look for Parmentier, but he throws it wide, and no chance for number 12 Parmentier coming out of his break, but that throw was well wide to the outside, incomplete.
Not quite in sync on that one. I think Parmentier ran a pretty good route. I think Arview right now would love to have that pass back because Arview did create, Parmentier did create some separation there. I think Pryor would like to have that pass back. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Eagles.
Arview, 4th and goal from the 9. Looks like another pass coming, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. As they keep Parmentier in the game, Nick Williams, the other receiver. Arview's going to roll to the right again. This time he throws it over the middle. Gonzalez is there. Touchdown. Right in the middle of the end zone as he got behind a defender or two. And he will score 4th and 9. Arview to Gonzalez.
Well, I just said he'd like to have that pass back. He got the opportunity there and a fantastic throw there by Arview, finding Gonzalez in the back of the end zone. I had my eye on Parmentier
to hold for the extra
cutting
point
to
try.
the right side there, but found Gonzalez wide open in the back of the end zone, and Arview does not miss the second time. Great completion there to Arview.
4th and 9, and they score it. They convert it to 6 points, 20-0. Here's Davis with the extra point. It's in the air, and just getting over the crossbar. High, short kick, but it made it. It's good. 21-0. CM, as they do indeed go on a 94-yard drive after a couple of short drives in the first quarter for touchdowns. So now with 4:51 to go till halftime, the CM Eagles are on top, 21-0 over Roxana. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender Radio, a new app for the Riverbend. And the best part, it's already built into your RiverBender.com app. It features only local radio stations from right here in the Riverbend, plus 3 brand new stations we created just for you. The River, Hit Country and all your favorites. The Bridge, hit radio for the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. Check them all out and let us know what you think. You can leave feedback online at RiverBender.com or just click the notification button on the app. RiverBender Radio.
Eagles 21, the Shells nothing. Adam Miller and Brent Berkland back with you here, and Roxana returning.
Ball on the 30-yard
line. CM up by 3 touchdowns now, as they had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. Now it's a passing touchdown on 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. Arview with a 9-yard TD pass.
Anytime you can have a 94-yard sustained drive, it's in with a touchdown, it's successful. But Eagles were able to mix in some passing, some running, a lot of different weapons there. So fantastic offensive drive by the Eagles to take the 21-0
lead. 4:40 to go as Wells tries to run it over the right side, and he's hit and now driven to the ground, and that'll be unsportsmanlike. Holding on the Shells, but also, no, that's going to be the only penalty. I thought they were going to get him for roughing. throwing him to the ground after the whistle, but it's going to be a hold on Roxana.
Great penetration by the Eagles defense there again. It kind of wrapped up the running back there, but really couldn't do anything. The momentum kind of carried him, and he did drive him into the ground, as you said, but I was surprised to see the holding call on that. Might be an intentional as well. That's like a 15-yard penalty.
That's a penalty on CM. So the defense gets a penalty, and Roxana will get the ball out to the 44-yard line. And a first down.
For the Shells at the 44.
It looked like he drove him to the ground. I'm not sure that was the intent. I felt like the momentum there kind of drove that. But nonetheless, there is the penalty.
Here's Wallach. He's going to throw it into the flat, and he throws it complete. Roxana will go down the far sideline, right near the first down marker.
Complete. Ran out of bounds.
Wells might have stepped out of bounds there. I believe that was Wells on the catch again, out of the backfield, just short of a first down, 9 yards. Second down and 1 after that throw.
It's going to be a second
nice play
one
action
for the
there by the
Shells.
Shells. That's the second time we've seen that from Wallach, and they have gained positive yards both times. First time was about a 15-yard gain. This time an 8-yard gain. So that play action is working for the Shells. I know they'd like to get a little bit more yardage on first down and create some more situations for play action. Here we come up second and 1.
From the CM 47-yard line. And now we're going to have a timeout before the snap. Roxana would like to use a timeout. 4:14 to go. Let's take a break. Timeout, Shells. The Eagles lead 21-0. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
There's a legend in Illinois. Legend has it, Roberts Motors Ford actually sells new Fords at the prices they advertise. Some dealers offer incentives that require ridiculous qualifications like, if you know how to basket weave and you used to be a Navy SEAL, then you can get the lowest price. It's just not right. Prices you can trust and people you'll like. That's the Roberts Motors Ford way. And that's legendary.
Having computer or phone issues? Visit the RiverBender Tech Center. We can fix broken screens, charge ports, or slow computers, along with data recovery and many other services. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., located right across the street from Max Timeout on Bell Street in downtown Alton.
Coming out of the timeout, another false start penalty on the offense. Roxana's had a handful of those already here in the first half. And back at the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth here on the Big Z. Friday Night Lights, our Friday night doubleheader. Roxana CM, followed by Alton and Collinsville. You'll hear that one later on tonight. Here in the 7 o'clock hour, we're in the second quarter, 4:13 to go till halftime. Adam Miller and Brent Berkland here with you, and Roxana's going to hand the ball off. Graves over the left side to the 50-yard line. And he is wrapped up there. It's going to be third down and about 4 to go.
Sense the frustration.
Trying to bring up the third down.
Have a great first
And a long
brings
four
up second and 1
for the Shells.
Brings it to third and 4. So you talk about controlling the ball, chewing clock. That's predicated on being able to get first downs. When you have that great first down, 9-yard gain, you set yourself back 5 penalties. It just makes it very tough for the Shells. Here they go with third and 4, not where they should have been.
Hand off over the left side. Graves hit at the line of scrimmage and driven to the ground. 88 Elledge is there again. The linebacker makes the play. 6'2", 190-pound senior linebacker. 88 in the backfield.
Coaches told us that Cullen Elledge was going to have a good game tonight, was poised for it. The other thing they said about him is that he is going to be an example of this program for years of what it means to be a career player, to get better every single year. Cullen hasn't played a ton up until this point as a senior, taking advantage of every opportunity, getting better in the weight room. Just a great example of this program. You're seeing it on the field tonight.
Fourth down, they're going to go for it, and they're going to make it. Wells over the left side, left tackle run, And he is down near the CM 40-yard line. A big gain there. As he needed about 4 or 5, and he got twice that to the CM 40-yard line. First down.
Good mix there by the Shells, able to get that first down. Tough third down there, but at midfield, down 21-0, 4-down territory. Good call there by Coach DeVries, and they were able to keep the chains moving, retain possession of the ball.
So with 2:22 to go, Shells drive continues here. Roxana football. Wallach rolling to his right, looking to pass, looking long, short, and he finds a man. Wells with a nice leaping catch in traffic there. Now some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. And it's grabbed by Wells down to the 24-yard line. Good pitch and catch there.
Great throw there by Wallach. He mentioned it in traffic. Really into
first and 10.
Defenders, but Shells were able to come away with that and get the first down and really gain a little bit of momentum there and maybe a little bit of confidence for not only the offensive line being able to provide that protection, but also for Wallach to be able to find his receiver.
And he's going to hand the ball to Wells here. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be driven to the ground. Nothing there as they stack him up. Couple of Eagles on that play. Ryan Lynn, number 50, and Logan Turbyfill, number 2.
One thing for us to keep our eye on is how the
Ryan Lynn, number 50, on the initial hit.
Every whistle. A little bit of talking, a little bit of hand movement back and forth on both sides. The Eagles and the Shells. We'll see quite a few unsportsmanlike conduct penalties already. We'll see if that changes after halftime.
Well, we're under a minute to go till halftime here. A roll to the left, and it's going to be a throw, and an open receiver, but he missed him at the 15-yard line. Overthrown, incomplete.
That's when you know he'd like to have back some play action there.
They got the 3rd and 10 with the ball on the 24.
Also, did have an open receiver, just wasn't able to make that connection there. Brings up 3rd and 10 with under a minute to go.
Well, we're at 52.8 seconds left. Shells still have 2 timeouts. CM with all 3 of their timeouts as we head toward halftime here. 21-0 CM. They led 14-0 after 1 quarter. Here in the 2nd quarter, the Eagles have added a touchdown. Here's a run to the left, and nothing doing there. A couple of yards, and that's going to be it. They're going to bring Graves 35 down at about the 22-23-yard line. The clock running, 40 seconds to go. And are they going to use one of the timeouts or not? Coach Wade DeVries or some of the Shells coaches over there arguing the play. It's 4th down.
Clock continues to run. Play clock's down to 20. Game clock to 25. And I can't imagine the Shells are happy going to halftime with only 1 play left. Looks like that might be the way we're trending here.
Well, 4th down, so they need to make a first down or give it back to CM. It's going to be a pass, and back to throw it is Wallach. He gets out of the way of some traffic in the backfield. Now he's hit at the 20. Now some more bodies flying over the pile. There's a flag way back at the 30-yard line.
That was with 3 Eagle defenders on Wallach at that point, and when the flag went, I don't think that would be a hold. But I'm not sure what that call is. Let me see the referee sort it out here. 1.1 second remaining in the first half.
Well, this will be an interesting call.
It'll be a face mask against the Shells. No.
Face mask against the Eagles.
Face mask against the Eagles.
The quarterback, yeah, was about to get sacked. 2 or 3 Eagles were back there outside the 30-yard line, and they must have got him on the face mask. And
so in hindsight here, Brent, with 1.1 second to go, a 15-yard penalty puts the Shells in a pretty favorable field position, but they're only going to have 1 play left with 1.1 seconds left. And you just wonder, as we watch that play clock go from 30 seconds to 5 seconds, the Shells have that 1 timeout in their pocket. They wish they would have called that to maybe give themselves an extra play. Hindsight is always 20/20, but we are going to have 1 play left here in the first half. The Shells are looking for an opportunity to get on the scoreboard.
I think looking back at it, I would have called a timeout before the 4th down play. make sure you had the play you wanted on 4th down, but as it turns out, well, you have a free play here after the penalty. You do have the ball at about the 15-yard line, it looks like. The ball's not down, ready for play, maybe the 16-yard line, but as you mentioned, now there's only 1 second to go.
Yeah, we're probably looking at the difference between the Shells having 1 play to score before half versus having 2 plays to score before half. You're at the 15-yard line, you're down 21-0 with the Eagles getting the ball to come out at halftime. Getting on the board is really important for the Shells here if they want to have any opportunity to make a game of this in the second half. And they are going to have 1 play left here. See what Coach Reeves draws up. You would expect a pass play here on the 15-yard line, and Eagles would expect to be coming after them strong.
Well, as we mentioned, play action has worked. And really, the sophomore quarterback, I think every pass play basically has been a roll out, roll to the left, roll to the right.
That gives the quarterback a little bit more space, especially when your offensive line is struggling.
Eagles take another timeout. Their last timeout of the half.
We'll see here. Looks like the Eagles may have called the defensive timeout.
And the Eagles are going to use one of their timeouts now. So we had an offense and a defense timeout. And again, 1.1 second to go here. And we'll find out what our last play is before halftime. And then we roll into halftime with possibly a 21-0 score. Maybe the score will change before halftime. We are at CM, and we're at the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth with you tonight.
Next year, the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth will be a little different. These renovations here at Hauser Field includes a new track, a new turf football field, 80-acre bleachers, concession stand, and those of us that
press backs.
The press backs.
You had to wait till the end there.
The requests keep the crowd up here just keep coming in. The air conditioning, the heating,
Not right.
cooling, the elevators.
Refrigerator, kitchen. Yeah. Here we go. 1 second to go. He's going to roll to the right, throw back to the left. Now he's going to roll to the left, still holding the ball toward the end zone. Nobody there. It's incomplete. Going into double coverage there, toward the back of the end zone. Incomplete it goes. And so 21-0 at halftime as the Shells had a chance there with 1 second to go, and the quarterback had some time in the backfield.
He had some time. The Eagles chose to kind of play that back a little bit rather than put a ton of pressure on the quarterback. And he did have some time, but while he was not able to roll out, surveying the entire field, had no open receivers. So great defensive job there by the
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
This year's field show is entitled It's a Musical, with selections from The Wizard of Oz, Phantom of the Opera, and Hairspray. Civic Memorial High School is proud to present drum majors Tony Reynolds, Caroline Kaufman, and Carter Bloodworth, and the CMHS Marching Eagles. Civic Memorial High School is proud to present drum majors Tony Reynolds, Caroline Kaufman, and Carter Bloodworth, and the CMHS Marching Eagles. Marching Eagles. Marching Eagles kick off their competitive season at the Metro East Marching Classic.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
When you want surprisingly great rates on insurance, contact Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Mike grew up here and is happy to call the Riverbend his home. His care and dedication to the Riverbend proves that he genuinely is a good neighbor. Call Mike today at 254-1251 for a quote on auto, home, health, or life insurance. Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For over 60 years, Quality has been providing the Riverbend area with new and pre-owned vehicles, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC.
And now we're excited to bring you a second location in Jerseyville, Illinois, Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Quality vehicles,
quality service,
quality low prices,
quality.
It's more than just our name. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac in Alton.
Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Jerseyville.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
A legend in Illinois. Legend has it, Roberts Motors Ford actually sells new Fords at the prices they advertise. Some dealers offer incentives that require ridiculous qualifications like, if you know how to basket weave and you used to be a Navy SEAL, then you can get the lowest price. It's just not right. Prices you can trust and people you'll like. That's the Roberts Motors Ford way, and that's legendary.
Having computer or phone issues? Visit the RiverBender Tech Center. We can fix broken screens, charge ports, or slow computers, along with data recovery and many other services. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., located right across the street from Max Time Out on Bell Street in downtown Alton. Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you. you.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit Altontoyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganass Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganass Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganass Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
When you want surprisingly great rates on insurance, contact Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Mike grew up here and is happy to call the Riverbend his home. His care and dedication to the Riverbend proves that he genuinely is a good neighbor. Call Mike today at 254-1251 for a quote on auto, home, health, or life insurance. Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For over 60 years, Quality has been providing the Riverbend area with new and pre-owned vehicles, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC.
And now we're excited to bring you a second location in Jerseyville, Illinois. Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Quality vehicles,
Quality service,
quality low prices.
quality.
It's more than just our name. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac in Alton.
Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Jerseyville.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio, a new app for the Riverbend. And the best part, it's already built into your RiverBender.com app. It features only local radio stations from right here in the Riverbend, plus 3 brand new stations we created just for you. The River, Hit Country, and all your favorites. The Bridge, Hit Radio.
The home team, the CM Eagles, and they're about to get the football. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. Rolling at the 20, down to the 10. It's picked up there, and back over the 20-yard line goes CM as they take the football back. Might have been 7, our view. Kick return.
Short return. First and 10 for the
CM
Eagles.
was assessed a penalty for delay of game extended halftime. But the Eagles will still start with a decent
Be on the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Mentioned Marion leading Highland. Watch out for Marion this year, I guess. Marion, Illinois.
They've had some success against MVC schools here in the first 3 weeks of the season. A lot of times MVC South 7 match up in non-conference, and so it's kind of fun to see how those teams do against one another.
The third quarter now, it's our view to Brousseau with a handoff. Brousseau over the right side for a yard or so, maybe 2. Out near the 25-yard line he goes as he's working the right side of the line, and CM keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the clock rolling now, and we'll see if they do that for most of this third quarter, maybe get another score on the board in the meantime. 21-0 CM.
First half we saw Arvey under center quite a bit. He's coming out here in the second half with a shotgun on the first play, and again on the second.
As a running back, lined up to his right. It is going to be a throw to the right. Parmentier, the intended receiver, but the throw wide right. Threw it too early. Parmentier was just getting out of his break there.
Quick little wide receiver out there. You just threw it wide, as you said. That brings up a 3rd and 9 there. Within the few seconds expired here, so Shells with big possession here. Quick stop and get the ball back in decent field position. They were able to move the ball a little bit in their last drive of the first half. Frankly, just kind of ran out of time. Maybe some clock mismanagement perhaps there at the end there, but able to move the ball. So big stop for the Shells possible.
Empty backfield, it's a shotgun and a throw deep. Arview going deep, and it is caught by Parmentier. A penalty flag flies. We'll have to check that. Otherwise, touchdown CM. He may have pushed off the defense at the 50-yard line. The flag is there.
Really good play there. Might be offensive passing. We'll see if they bring that back. Shells sidelines it.
Maybe a push off on Parmentier. If so, just a slight little push in the back. Otherwise, basically a jump ball there, but 2 flags are sitting at the 50-yard line. Pass interference on the wide receiver, Luke Parmentier.
Like you said, it was a jump ball. It was one-on-one coverage there, which is really the way it's been for Parmentier all night. Single coverage is a little surprising. But he was able to get that battle and officials away, and then he had just a little too much of a shove there. So really like the play call by the Eagles there on 3rd and 9. Warming up there, that's on the approach. That's a matchup he's going to win many times.
So let's see if they air it out again. Now they're back to, well, their own 12-yard line or so here. And 3rd and long. 3rd and longer now after that penalty on Civic Memorial.
Mentioned some scores earlier. Alton down 33-0 to Collins at halftime. Looks like Jayhawks might be ready for the first game to start. Got a rating of 20 years.
20 years for the Jayhawks. Here's a pass just tipped away. 2 receivers in the same spot, but I think it was intended for Gonzalez, but it was knocked away nicely by the Roxana secondary. The defense getting a hand on it.
Almost intercepted there, had to play on that. So really, if you're Coach DeVries coming out of halftime, you got to be very happy with this series for your defense. The Eagles are going to have to punt very close to being in their own end zone. Shells should have fantastic field position as they look to kind of turn things around here in the second half.
Oilers leading 20-6 over Nokomis at halftime. Wood River again on the road tonight up north to Nokomis. Here's the punt. Bryce Davis from the end zone. And he will punt it out to the 40. It will roll over the 50-yard line to the 46. Roxana will have it at their own 46-yard line near midfield, 1st and 10. And we have 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, as the second half is underway.
52.
Win for the Oilers to go to Nokomis at Old Prairie State Conference for the last 10 years. Get a win there. That would move them to 2-1 on the season.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Shells.
Conference play.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Shells and the Oilers entering the Cahokia Conference this year, and will renew a long rivalry that has been out for over a decade.
Yeah, we're
that would be looking forward to.
a few weeks away from Shells and Oilers. Here's a snap back, handoff, Graves, and he is buried in the backfield. Good play there, and it's 88 in the backfield again. Elledge again.
Graves just came like a missile on the CM side, across that line of scrimmage, and just there in the backfield again, another tackle for loss by number 88, Colin.
A senior, 6'2" senior. And reminds me that after the game, we will announce our Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game.
Definitely a defensive player of the game, has definitely somebody who has his eye on that so far tonight.
88 in the purple, no doubt about it. 9 minutes to go here. Here's the pitch, and it's going to go over the left side. Roxana's going to push the pile to the 50-yard line. So about 4 yards, maybe even they'll give him 5 yards on that push. I think it might have been Graves, maybe Wells. Last up off the pile there.
Let's give that one to the offensive line.
Yeah.
To get that push and to continue to push and gain those yards. And that's what happens. That's what has to be frustrating for Shell's players and coaches right now. They've shown their ability to run the ball at times, just not with the consistency that they would like to have. That's what's put them in these 35 and third and long situations where they have to make some play calls that they would prefer to be able to run the ball and may have to pass.
21-0 CM, third quarter. Here's a pitch to the outside, and again in the backfield, Colton Carlisle, another linebacker, number 8, makes the play for CM, and that's going to be a loss of about 4 or 5.
We've seen that from a lot of Eagles. This is the first time Colton Carlisle, a 5'10" senior, has been able to get into the backfield, but he was able to do that again. Another tackle for loss, pushes the Shells back again, brings up 4th down here, right near midfield.
Fourth and 10 for the
a little surprised to see the Shells bringing on the punt team here.
So they'll go to the punter, try to back the Eagles inside their own 30, maybe even inside their own 20, depending on this punt. 7:45 to go, third quarter.
Did see a fake punt earlier tonight.
And a whistle and a bit of penalty. Some movement there before the snap, we'll see. Whistles at 7:41 to go, third quarter, and it was motion on the offense. Ball start, Roxana. So they'll get pushed back another 5 yards. A lot of penalties tonight, especially on the Shells for sure. Halftime score 21-0. That's where we are here as we're moving toward the middle of the third quarter here. CM's about to get the ball back. Here comes the punt. And it is a low line drive that bounces over Gonzalez's head, and it's all the way into the end zone for a touchback there. About a 50-yard punt with the roll. A big roll.
Bring it out to the 20.
Southwestern at halftime, 34-0 over Litchfield. ISL Birds about to be 3-0.
Great start there for Coach Keith, former coach at Roxana, doing a great job with the Shells. Coming back home with Southwestern, building that program, rebuilding that program, and off to a great start so far in 2021.
And the SCC with a different look, at least with Roxana out of there now. So at least this year they play some non-conference football. Here's CM from their own 20-yard line. Handoff, Gonzalez over the right side. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards as they run behind that offensive line for CM.
A lot of weapons for the Eagles.
About 3.
Probably the most consistent,
Make it second down and 7.
That the Eagles have, and there he is running off tackle again for gaining 3 yards to start. And he may not have some of the explosive speed that some of the other Eagles have, but he's a tough guy. Like I said, very stable, very consistent, and being able to gain positive yardage almost every time he gets the ball.
CM will line it up once again, this time at their own 23-yard line, 24-yard line. Now a flag will fly before the snap, and that's a false start on the offense. The Eagles are going to get pushed back 5 yards, so they're going to move the football again.
Officials are talking again. The ball hasn't moved yet.
Their procedure against the Eagles, going to move back 5 yards.
You know, this is kind of stuff the Eagles want to clean up, some of this
Going to make it second.
inefficiencies here with these kinds of penalties before they get into the BC play next week with Triad.
Number 50 is the center, Ryan Lynn, senior, 6'1", 200 pound senior. Ryan Lynn snapping to Arview. Arview rolling to his right. He's going to run it. He has a lot of room in front of the Roxana bench. Up to the 40. Got a block or two on the edge, including a block from Logan Turbyfield. He's out to the 40-yard line. Mark it at the 39. First down, CM.
Run there by Arview. We talked a little bit about how he can run the ball himself, kind of a dual threat, and you see it again on display right there as the Eagles are able to get out of some tough field position, and they're up to their own 39 now with 6 minutes to go.
Midway point of the third period. CM at their own 39-yard line. First and 10. The Eagles up 3 touchdowns on Roxana here. CM 21-0. Handoff over the left side. The ball carrier this time for CM. Gain of about 5. And maybe a little pushing, shoving again.
Second 5.
At least some talking going on there. Nick Brusso with the carry.
Ball's on
I mentioned
45.
earlier, these kids, you know, live 10, 15 minutes from each other. They know each other, compete against each other in a lot of sports, especially growing up in youth leagues and things like that. But, you know, this game has not been played since 1997, whenever Roxana and River left the Mississippi Valley Conference. So it's been a long, long time since we've seen these two teams on the field. So there's a little bit of chippiness to make up for over those last 20 plus years.
20 years. Here's Brusso again as he is hit after only a yard or 2. Let's see where they give him his forward progress. Maybe nothing at all. Looked like he at least gained 1 or 2 yards, but they're going to mark it at the line of scrimmage there. Bad mark maybe for CM. At the 45-yard line, it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Tough spot there. Brings up 3rd and 4. And the whole playbook is at the Eagles' disposal. So we'll see what they do.
Maybe a short pass, a quick pass. Something we haven't seen much of is the slants to the middle of the field. The passes have seemed to be out on the edges a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they're going to try a sweep to the near side, to the 50-yard line, now the 40-yard line. Nick Williams for CM with a big gain and a late hit out of bounds here on the near side. A penalty at the end of the play.
2 flags there. Let's go back to the run by Williams first. That's the second time they ran that sweep with him. He's got that speed out on the side. He's able to turn the corner, move upfield, and Shell's defender there looked like a late hit, but then we saw a quick second flag come out of that immediately. We'll see what that is.
So offsetting, maybe personal foul, offsetting penalty on the dead ball.
It might have been a hold on the Eagles there, but not sure where that flag was. I saw 2 flags right at the end of the play, but did not see that hold. But as you said, offsetting penalties, and it does wipe a big run there by senior Nick Williams.
So it's going to come back to the line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line. And so at the 45-yard line, they'll mark the ball down again, and it'll be
It's going to be 3rd down
a do-over. 3rd and 4 to go again. CM with 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They have the ball and they have the lead, 21-0 over Roxana. Here comes the snap. Arview in the shotgun. Going to put it in the air this time, maybe. Well, first we're going to have a timeout for the Eagles. Timeout, 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter, 4 minutes left. CM leading 21-0 as we take a break here. 3rd quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
There's a legend in Illinois. Legend has it Roberts Motors Ford actually sells new Fords at the prices they advertise. Some dealers offer incentives that require ridiculous qualifications like, if you know how to basket weave and you used to be a Navy SEAL, then you can get the lowest price. It's just not right. Prices you can trust and people you'll like. That's the Roberts Motors Ford way. And that's legendary.
Having computer or phone issues? Visit the RiverBender Tech Center. We can fix broken screens, charge ports, or slow computers, along with data recovery and many other services. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., located right across the street from Max Timeout on Bell Street in downtown Alton.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the
third quarter continuing here, coming out of the timeout. CM timeout on 3rd and 4. Here's a roll to the left, short pass to Gonzalez over the 50. First down to the Roxana 42-yard line before Connor House brings down Gonzalez. The Eagles with a short pass for a first down.
Good timeout there by the Eagles. They drew up and got everybody on the same page for the play they wanted, and they were able to get Miguel Gonzalez the ball out there in the flat. And he shows that he can run the ball, he can catch the ball, and can do a lot of things for the Eagles as they dial up a first down there and keep this drive moving.
21-0, and the Eagles keep it going at 1st and 10, now from the Roxana 42-yard line. See how things go for the Eagles from here. And it will be up under center for our view with one running back behind him. Wing backs to the left and to the right, but they're going to run it up the middle. Now breaking it to the outside is Brusso, number 10, down the near sideline and down near the red zone. He's just outside the 20 before he's knocked down.
For another Eagle first down.
So Eagles mixing it up, gets the ball. Brusso's had a very good night tonight. He touchdown earlier and just continues to gain yards.
So 21-yard line, they mark it. 21-yard line, 3 minutes to go, third quarter.
Island scores on their first play of the half, cuts the Marion lead to 28-14 in the third quarter.
Carlinville halftime, 42-0 over Hillsboro.
Where Carlinville's good again.
Good again.
Again is the right term.
Carlinville Cavaliers, yep. 3:15 to go, and here we go. It's our view. They'll fake it up the middle. They'll run it to the edge again, and it will be a wide receiver sweep. Logan Turbyfill inside the 20, down near the, let's see where they mark it, about the 16-yard line or so, 5 yards.
I think that's the Eagles just trying
to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
Logan Turbyfill is definitely one of those, and he's one of the receivers along with the Parmentier that every team knows they need to know where they are at all times. And the teams do a very good job on Turbyfill, so the Eagles are looking to get the ball in his hands anywhere they can. That time they hand it off to him on that sweep.
So 3 minutes to go, third quarter, and the Eagles will set it up. 2nd down and 5. They're in the red zone to the 16-yard line. Gonzalez over the right side. He's going to pick up a couple, and the pile will go forward to about the 13. Gain of 3 or so, and here come all the flags again. About 3 more flags after the whistle.
So Gonzalez just keeps pushing and pushing, and it's difficult to pull down. But after he does go down, we get a shove from a shell, we get a shove from an Eagle, and we see 3 flags come out. I would anticipate offsetting extra unsportsmanlike conduct at this point.
Personal foul, CM. Personal foul, Roxana. Well, the officials have tried to keep these personal foul calls coming over and over again, but players aren't listening. Now, I hate to say that it would have been okay to throw a player out early to send a message. That sounds bad, but who knows?
I think we're on the same page, Brent. At some point, when you're trying to keep control of the game and send the message that we're not going to allow these extracurricular things to happen after the whistle is blown, because you have to keep kids safe. That is the #1 thing that you're doing out there, is trying to keep kids safe. Sometimes after the whistle blows, these cheap shots, things like that, that's when players get hurt. So at some point as an officiating team, and probably at halftime they discussed this, that maybe an ejection would be necessary to kind of get control of this game, because thus far these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, they offset. There's no real consequence to them, and you wonder if that will be coming here soon.
Or if you call the penalty one way or the other and not on both sides, maybe one team would learn. These two teams, again, battling tonight, rivalry game, and here's a quarterback sneak up the middle. Near the 10-yard line goes Arview for a
sneak up the middle.
Appears to be a first down and maybe a first and goal. As they mark it right on the 10, or is it outside the 10? It's going to be right on the 10-yard line.
And I think for both coaching staffs, tomorrow and next week in practice, one of the things that will be a focus is maintaining discipline.
Yeah.
When the game is, this game is not over. It's 21-0 here, but there's still an entire quarter to play. But next week in conference play, both the Shells and the Eagles, you may find yourself in a situation where it's a one-score game, and a 15-yard penalty can change the entire complexion. So maintaining that discipline despite what's happening, I believe will be a focus for both squads.
Arview throwing a jump ball, and it's going to be a touchdown to the right side. CM Eagles will score a touchdown, and it's Parmentier on the right side. He's been going that way a lot tonight, and he teams up with Parmentier for a 10-yard touchdown pass.
Well, those two, I've said before, they have a good connection, and Parmentier again in single one-on-one coverage there. You alluded to it, just a jump ball from Arview, very well placed, but in that one-on-one battle there, the Eagles are going to put their money on Parmentier being able to come down with that more times than not, and he has been able to tonight, and did that time. So another touchdown pass from Briar Arview to Luke Parmentier.
Davis extra point. Is he 4 for 4? He is. It's 28-0. CM with the lead on Roxana as they've scored for the first time here in the second half. And we have an injured player, an injured CM Eagle down on the field. 28-0. CM. That might be Nick Brusso, who is down on the turf. We'll check that after the timeout. An injury.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices. Located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Davis to kick. Let's hear for the offensive line on that last drive. Ryan Lynn, Ryder Collins, Logan Cooper, Posty Mack, and Melvin Hodge.
Back here, and the kickoff for CM goes to Roxana. And after the whistle, we have more penalty flags. I think every official that's on the field threw a flag there. 2 in this spot, 2 in another spot.
And that looked like the flags were on a situation that was 30 yards from where the ball was.
Oh, yeah.
And the officials are congregating right now, and you have to wonder if they are contemplating an ejection.
And penalty flags laying all over the grass again, and here we go again. First we have a block in the back, Roxana. Then we have a personal foul, CM, so there's your offsetting penalties again.
We have a block in the back against Roxana and a personal foul against the Eagles.
Coach Mike Parmentier yelling at his team to try and keep their cool as you see him put his hands in the air again, and he storms up and down the sideline again. 2:05 to go, third quarter, and a 28-0 CM lead here over Roxana.
Well, you never know, like I said earlier, when you'll be in a situation where a 15-yard penalty could potentially cost you the game. It could be next week. It could be at any point in the future. But even beyond that, as both coaches, you know that they are trying to get their teams in composure and stopping these types of unnecessary plays. You know, sometimes unsportsmanlike plays happen. A late hit, we saw one of those earlier that could have gone either way and was not really intentional. But these plays that are taking place 10, 15, 20, 30 yards away from the ball are definitely avoidable by both the Eagles and the Shells.
2 minutes left, third quarter. Here we go. Roxana ball, their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. And the Shells up under center to run the football on 1st and 10. And they will run it. Looks like Graves over the right side, the sophomore there. 88. Well, no, it wasn't 88 this time. As it was behind the line of scrimmage again, a yard or two, maybe. It might have been 50. Ryan Lynn making that play. And so a 2-yard loss. It's Ryan Lynn, 6'1", senior linebacker, in on that play. And 2-yard loss for Roxana. 2nd and 12. We're down to a minute and a half to go, third quarter. CM coming with a blitz. They're going to hand it off to Wells. He runs over a CM defender and then hits a linebacker in the middle of the field, and out to the 34-yard line he goes.
Good run there by Wells. He was the up man on that. The handoff, and there was a quick hole there on the left side of the line. Was able to bust through, get some positive yardage, and bring up a little bit more manageable third down here for the Shells.
And we're under a minute to go. Third down and 5. 3rd and 5 now. 34-yard line, Shells ball.
Play action pass here on 3rd and 6.
And they're going to run the ball over the edge. There it goes, and it's only going to be a yard and a half. 4th down, Roxana.
Nice pursuit there by the Eagles to maybe a yard gain there by the Shells. Brings up 4th and 5, 4th and 6 with 23 seconds to go here in the quarter. And we'll see if the Shells are content to just go to the 4th and 6. Or if they try and attempt
4th and 5 for the Shells.
Down. Will they punt or will they go for it in a 28-0 deficit?
Roxana at their own 35-yard line as we finish up the third quarter. Now they're going to hurry up and get this 4th down play going, it looks like. And jumping in the middle of the field, the nose tackle. Logan Cooper, 71. Offside, CM, that's a 1st down. They needed 4, and that's a 5-yard penalty.
Offsides against the Eagles.
Offsides, CM.
0.3 seconds.
5-yard penalty is going to make it a 1st down for the Shells.
On 1st down.
And now it's 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. As we get ready for the 4th quarter, but first, one more play in the 3rd period. It's a handoff to Wells. Up the middle he goes, and there's 5 yards. The pile moves to the 45-yard line, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. CM has scored in every quarter. 2 touchdowns in the 1st quarter, another score in the 2nd, another in the 3rd. They have 4 touchdowns on the board. They won 28-0 last week over the Oilers.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit Altontoyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Roxana, 2nd down and 5. They'll run it to Graves, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's hit. Now he leans to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as Cole Steemack, 77, one of the Eagles there.
Another flag on that, and that flag was thrown in just as they were dragging the ball carrier down, so I don't know if that's a face mask perhaps, or what this play is going to be. That flag was thrown right into the middle of the play, which is not something that you see every day.
Graves trying to run it to the near side. He was hit a yard or 2 in the backfield, and then got back to the line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 5, but that's going to change here. Holding Roxana. So the Shells will be pushed back 10 yards. It appears. 2nd down and 15.
Penalties have really hurt the Shells, and I think a lot of the credit tonight, most of the credit goes to the CM defense, certainly. But the Shells have really shot themselves in the foot multiple times tonight with some penalties on 2nd down and 3rd down when they were in manageable situations for a team that wants to run the ball and kind of chew the clock. But those penalties have really hurt.
Against Roxana.
We're going to see that once again here. It's 2nd and 5 becomes a 2nd and 15.
And back to their own 33-yard line after that holding penalty. So the Shells going backwards once again. Tomorrow morning, Illinois football, 10 o'clock here on the Big Z, 10 a.m. kickoff our time. Tonight we still have Alton and Collinsville after this one. Right now we have a shutout here. We may have the same in our 2nd game. We'll see. Redbirds and K-Hawks later on. Right now the Eagles 28, the Shells nothing. From their own 33-yard line, trying to get play going here.
There's a lot of discussion there on exactly where the ball should be spotted and that sort of thing. So here we go, Shells back to the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter underway. Rolling to his right, the quarterback Wallach. Now he's going to be sacked. He gets away from an Eagle there, but some other Eagles run him down, including 5. Great Arview, the senior.
Really good pursuit there by the Eagles. Wallach was in trouble the entire time. He rolled out to his right and flushed out of the pocket very quickly. Had to come back to the left side of the field. Eagles stayed with him the entire time. They were able to bring him down for the sack there. And that brings up
Third down. Penalty a moment ago. 2nd down over again. Now it's 3rd and about 20 to go. 19 anyway. 3rd and long.
These were the types of situations that the Shells wanted to avoid all night long. You never want to be in a 3rd and 20, but any 3rd and long is something that the Shells were trying to avoid and they found themselves in many times.
And we're going to have a timeout for Roxana here, it looks like.
The Shells take a timeout.
Trailing by 4 touchdowns. 4th quarter, timeout Roxana. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You want surprisingly great rates on insurance? Contact Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Mike grew up here and is happy to call the Riverbend his home. His care and dedication to the Riverbend proves that he genuinely is a good neighbor. Call Mike today at 254-1251 for a quote on auto, home, health, or life insurance. Mike Fanistock, your local State Farm agent in Wood River. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For over 60 years, Quality has been providing the Riverbend area with new and pre-owned vehicles, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC.
And now we're excited to bring you a second location in Jerseyville, Illinois. Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Quality vehicles,
Quality service,
quality low prices.
quality.
It's more than just our name. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac in Alton.
Quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Jerseyville.
As the South Central and Southwestern Conference of Mississippi Valley, but some really, really good teams and competitive sports throughout in that Cahokia Conference.
10:51 to go, and after the timeout, it will be a pass. Alton dropping back. Now he's going to roll to his right, throw it back over the middle, but just a little behind the receiver, incomplete. Roxana, well, you think about that conference. Some towns like Breeze, Columbia, Freeburg, I mean, they're great in sports every year.
They are. They're great in most sports, and their female sports are perhaps even more superior than the boys. And throw in Salem, who is maybe the largest, or one of the largest schools in that conference, with a great tradition in many sports, men's and women's sports. And then you put in Roxana and River, and it's going to be a very competitive league. And to be honest, it's going to be a tough outing most nights, night in and night out, and not only football, but also in maybe particularly in boys and girls basketball. Those are some very, very good programs that have had much postseason success.
Here's a kick that deflects, I believe, and rolls just to the 35-yard line, and that's it before it's picked up by CM. Colton Carlisle downed it at the 35-yard line. Eagles have the ball. Eagles have it at the Roxana 35-yard line, and it's 28-0, 10.5 minutes to go in the game.
It's kind of been the story tonight. The Eagles have found themselves in a really good field position most of the night. And one time that they had to go, found themselves at their own 5. They drove a 95-yard drive for a touchdown. So the Eagles have had some very good success on offense, some great field position, but have just in general ran the ball very well, thrown the ball well, and offensive line has done a great job tonight as well. So you talk about what the Eagles wanted to do coming into the game tonight, they've pretty much been able to do that on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Here we go, 1st and 10, CM. The Eagles have had 2 touchdown runs. They've had 2 touchdown passes. So that means our view has been in on 3 TDs, a touchdown run and 2 TD passes. Here's Gonzalez to the 30, down to the 29, a gain of 6. Gonzalez goes over the right side.
Eagles stacking the offensive line there, looking to run the ball and maybe eat some clock and get some more carries for Gonzalez and the other backs on the CM squad.
2 of the biggest offensive linemen we should mention, and we mentioned their names, I think, tonight. 78, Melvin Hodge, 6'4", 260. A senior. 76, Josh Hodge, 6'3", 220. He's a sophomore. 76 and 78 out there. And they're both on the right side of this offensive line. 76, Josh, the guard. 78, Melvin, the tackle. And they're going to go to that right side and run behind. Hodge is there, and it's only a gain of a yard this time.
We've seen Russo there, and we've seen Marview each time that they've had a designed run has ran off that right side behind the Hodges.
And so 1 yard takes it to the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
28-yard line makes it 3rd down and 3 to go. They need to get to the 25 for a first down. We're in the 4th quarter, 9 minutes to go in the game. Again, CM right back on the road next week, going to Triad.
Triad up big right now, up 38-7.
There's a handoff. Guess what? Right side. There goes Gonzalez to the 10, to the 5. He keeps his feet, and he is going to score. And a flag after the play, but he's into the end zone. 28-yard touchdown run.
Great run there by Gonzalez, like you said, on the right side over there by the Hodges again, and ran over a shell just as he entered the end zone there for another touchdown. There was a late flag. This could perhaps be taunting, could be a late hit, not exactly sure what the officials are going to come up with here, but great job by the CM offensive line once again. Great run by Gonzalez, who just has a nose for the end zone and is able to get in there for his second touchdown.
His first touchdown, second quarter, came on a pass, 4th and 9. Touchdown pass to Gonzalez. This is a touchdown run.
Late hit on the shells, so that touchdown will stand. The penalty will likely be assessed on the kickoff.
So the Eagles now up to 5 touchdowns. They've scored in all 4 quarters. Gonzalez makes it 34-0. Here comes Davis again for the kick.
Davis to attempt the extra point. Parmentier to hold.
Here we go. And the Eagles don't have enough players out there, I don't believe. They're looking to the sideline like, where's number such and such? Where? Well, maybe they've got enough. Or maybe not.
I don't think they had the wrong play this time.
Here's the kick, and it's good. The extra point is good.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio, a new app for the Riverbend. And the best part, it's already built into your RiverBender.com app. It features only local radio stations from right here in the Riverbend, plus 3 brand new stations we created just for you. The River, Hit Country and all your favorites. The Bridge, hit radio for the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. Check them all out and let us know what you think. You can leave feedback online at RiverBender.com or just click the notification button on the app. RiverBender Radio.
Just after 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. After the Roxana penalty on the extra point, Bryce Davis will kick off at the Roxana 45-yard line. So he kicks it into the end zone for a touchback after that big penalty on the Shells and another big touchdown. 28-yard touchdown run. Gonzalez here in the 4th quarter. CM's lead now at 35-0.
Just over against tonight, but not consistently. So Coach Bryce here to be consistency. Run the ball. Some of these first start penalties that have really kind of shown themselves. Just see if the Shells will run the ball.
Roxana will run it, coming to the near side. Over the left side of the line it goes, and it's Braves again. 35 with the carry. He's going to gain about 4 out to the 20.
Tackled there by Steemack. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Shells.
And talking about big scores everywhere. Boy, there's a lot of blowouts tonight all across the area.
A lot of blowouts, a lot of big scores.
Yeah.
Starting to see a little bit of that trend over the last few years. Some really good teams, and some teams that are really struggling. not a lot of teams that are
Here's a handoff, but they bump into each other, the quarterback and the running back, and I think Wells got the football. Maybe it wasn't Wells. It wasn't a fumble, but they did lose 3 yards back to the 21-yard line.
Stop there by Hodge.
Miscommunication there.
And Sam Fry.
Tonight, he's going to step out here. He's 39. Doing a good job there. Nose tackle position. Really helping the Eagles looking into the backfield.
Well, here we go. Another play and third down for Roxana. 3rd and 9. They're going to run it to the near side. Graves, a flag flies. It looks like a holding will bring this first down run by Graves back again for the Shells. As he gained 14 yards out to the 35-yard line, but holding Roxana.
Hold against the Shells.
To the 15, 14-yard line. We've talked a lot about conference play, but how about the Southwestern Conference? Everyone will be looking up at East St. Louis again this year, but it's kind of surprising that 3 teams are 0-3. Alton, Belleville East, Belleville West, all 0-3. Not in the conference yet, but still 0-3 is the record right now. Pass incomplete to the far side. Santa, 4th and long.
It's always interesting to look at the Southwestern Conference non-conference games. The biggest scores in Southwestern Conference, Southern Illinois. Travel really plays a big role in who they play, win the rate they play. We saw starting the season off, they won, played well instead. This is a very good spin team. Travel is always a factor for Southwestern.
Alton takes a timeout.
Being the schools for 2,000 students here in Southwestern Illinois, a lot of times they travel across the river. The private schools have to travel up north to schools that are even larger than them, 4,000 to 5,000 students. So, always interesting to see who they play and kind of how they fare against them. But, definitely some surprising records in the Southwestern Conference. And then juxtapose that with Collinsville, former Southwestern Conference school. They might be 3-0 for the first time in many years. It's an interesting start to the RiverBend area.
We'll keep track of it as we go along. Next week will be week 4. And as we mentioned earlier, football will be about halfway over already in another week or 2, obviously.
It's hard to believe. One team that I think we need to keep our eye on is this year's been down a little bit the last couple of years. Last year, we just kind of throw out
the spring
COVID year and the spring football and things like that. But this year, they're doing very, very well, and we'll see where they fit in this race. I think Jerseyville winning tonight and is currently winning and looking to go 2-0 or 2-1 on the season. I think everyone will be able to see things from their chance. But Scuda definitely moving large.
There's a punt for the Shells up to almost to midfield. Roxana 47-yard line is where CM will take over with 6:45 to go. The Eagles,
1st and 10.
4, 5, 6 minutes off the clock now to finish off the game.
Just give your offensive line a chance to dominate, which they have been able to do.
Rotate some new players into the game. 35-0 CM.
Love to see the Sharp. It was week 2, and that was Edwardsville at Highland. And that was a great game to see. Highland competed very, very well in that game, and I think it really speaks well to Jimmy Warnicke's program at Highland that they were willing to take on that challenge of the Southwestern Conference in Edwardsville and played them tough. And I think that Coach Warnicke believes those types of games will make Highland tougher and stronger and more playoff ready as the year goes on.
Well, here's a flag before the snap. And it looks like it's going to be on the CM Eagles. It's going to be, well, they point Roxana's way, but they're walking off against CM. So 6:45 to go in the game.
There's been so many flags tonight, the officials have moved their arms to both sides. I think they're
I think
they're
you're
having
right.
a hard time keeping them straight.
I think you're right. Penalty-filled game, no doubt about it. And 35-0. CM pitching another shutout. Last week beat Wood River. Here's a handoff up the middle and maybe a yard or two to the 50-yard line or close to the 50-yard line for CM. But now they just want to start that clock and let it tick, tick, tick and be 3-0 on the season.
And noteworthy, I think, for the players and the fans at Centipede Memorial is a win tonight will make you 3-0 to start the season, which is always a great start, but that would be 3 wins against 3 local teams, Marquette, Wood River, and Roxana. And good way to start, good way to build some momentum and some strength in your program, beating those local teams that you've grown up playing against in youth leagues and things like that, and train with and things like that. So it'll be a good start for CM, not only to be 3-0, but to win 3 local rivalries in front of good crowds.
There's a run up the middle, and CM will gain some yardage again, almost 10 yards, and now a late flag flies in after the whistle again. And it may be on Roxana again as they're getting frustrated for sure. Yep, personal foul, Shells.
Be another 15 yards. And, at some point, Brett, you start to think that these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both teams and the amount of penalties on both teams just becomes incredibly frustrating, not only for the coaching staff, but for those of us watching the game as well. Just no flow, and it's difficult to see players get frustrated and make poor decisions out there.
We mentioned all kinds of shutouts tonight. Comas has come back and taken the lead on Wood River, 24-20, fourth quarter. East Alton, Wood River had a lead in that game. At least 2 scores. They were up by for a while. Eagles up here, 35-0 as that ball is moved down to the 26-yard line now of Roxana.
Triad just keeps on scoring up 52-7 now in Mount Vernon. Knights will be a handful for the Eagles next week.
Mascuda all over Centralia. And Waterloo scoring some points, as you mentioned, again this week. So are the Eagles, 35-0 over the Shells here. CM ball. And the snap back, the hand off. It's going to go up the middle and near the 10-yard line into the red zone. New quarterback for CM, number 1, Jace Bronner, Jr.
It's number 21, Andrew Fonradana, who got the carry there. That's his second carry of the night. Another junior, 5'9", 160 running back.
The Eagles roster, a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. Now the ball is down to the 11-yard line, and we still have 4:55 to go in the game. So the Eagles close to putting another score on the board here. Here we go. 21-0 at halftime. 2 more touchdowns here in the second half for the Eagles. This time the handoff, maybe to the 10, only a gain of 1 yard.
Good job there by the Shells, able to get some defensive pressure there by their defensive line and bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. You mentioned these MVC scores tonight. Waterloo putting points on the board. Jerseyville putting a lot of points on the board. The MVC is going to be a lot of fun this year. While Mascuda might be the favorite, and I think they are, there's no easy win this year in the MVC. There's no weak link, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun night in and night out.
Well, CM now at the 10-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the game, 2nd and 9. As they line it up once again with plenty of subs in the game. We mentioned there's a handoff over the right side, a couple of yards there, and tackled at about the 8-yard line. Radana again, junior, 21, to about the 8-yard line.
Picks up a couple.
3:30 to go here in the game. 3rd and 7 for the Eagles with their second-team offense. And this is a great opportunity, too. We saw it last week a little bit. Saw it a lot in week 1 where a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores are getting some time in the varsity game. And you don't know when that's going to help you, but you know it's going to at some point where an injury happens or something happens and a guy has to step in. And now they have some varsity experience, and that makes a big difference.
It's like a false start on CM before the snap here. May have been the running backs this time, moving early.
Against the Eagles.
So that'll push them back 5 yards there. Well, you got to have depth, that's for sure. And the Eagles seem to have that this year with all those juniors and seniors up and down the sideline. Now the clock is at 2:55 as they huddle up again. Ball is pushed back to about the 13-yard line.
And you know, in a situation like this, a lot of fans are thinking, you know, the clock is ticking and the game is going to be over here very, very soon. And some people are trying to leave to get a head start. But these guys that are out on the field right now, this is what you practice for all week long, is to get an opportunity in the game.
There's a sweep, wide receiver going wide left, and stepping out of bounds is Jordan McMurray, number 4. He's inside the 10-yard line.
This is some of those times where, yeah, guys are getting experience, which is great, but these are also the players who are working hard in practice every single day. They're on the scout team. They're the guys who may have to play defense for 30 minutes at a time while you run through and get in sync offensively. And they want their opportunity, and they deserve it. And this is kind of your backbone of your team. So getting them out here, getting an opportunity to score and to drive is something that's important for those teams. And for that team chemistry and team culture, the Eagles are able to do that right now. And we'll see if this squad is able to punch it in here.
Well, there's a flag at the end of the play, and I know they're waiting to mark the ball. It looks like about the 3-yard line. It'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take their offense off the field and bring a new set of players into the game.
Looks like the Eagles will attempt a field goal.
A 20-yard field goal.
Davis to attempt a field goal. Parmentier to hold.
And 2:26 to go in a 35-0 ball game.
It's a good opportunity for Bryce Davis. We mentioned he's had a good night tonight. He's had a great week. Some goals on the soccer field as well. So an opportunity to kick a field goal, which may prove helpful in a game later in the season.
20-yard attempt. It's in the air, and it is good. 38-0 our score.
There's a legend in Illinois. Legend has it, Roberts Motors Ford actually sells new Fords at the prices they advertise. Some dealers offer incentives that require ridiculous qualifications like, if you know how to basket weave and you used to be a Navy SEAL, then you can get the lowest price. It's just not right. Prices you can trust and people you'll like. That's the Roberts Motors Ford way. And that's legendary.
Having computer or phone issues? Visit the RiverBender Tech Center. We can fix broken screens, charge ports, or slow computers, along with data recovery and many other services. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., located right across the street from Max Time Out on Bell Street in downtown Alton.
Nothing. CM over Roxana. A field goal here with 2:22 to go in the game. 20-yard field goal comes from Ben Wirtz, 47, his number, junior kicker.
Wirtz kicks for the Eagles.
And he will also kick off. Ben Wirtz, W-E-R-T-Z. And Wirtz Kicks it inside the 20. Roxana with a return to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the game. CM leading 38-0 over the Roxana Shells. Roxana win last week over Redbud. They will fall to 1-2, and again, they'll be back home next week on the turf. Shell country. CM going on the road next week. Roxana going home next week. Again, just 2:13 to go here in this game. What will be about a 2.5-hour ball game total. Here in the 9 o'clock hour as the Shells hand the ball off. Over the left side it goes, out over the 30, now over the 40 to about the 41-yard line. The ball carrier there. Some subs in for the Shells now too.
First down. Stopped there by number 34, Ethan Miser.
Team may have gotten that run. Carson Ryan, a sophomore for Roxana.
Good run there by Ryan, gaining 15 yards, one of the biggest gains of the night for the Shells.
1:40 to go. Roxana will snap it again at their own 41-yard line. Back to throw, throws it short, out in the flat, incomplete there.
Going to bring up the 2nd and 10 for the Shells.
Andrew Ellis, a freshman quarterback, number 3 in for Roxana.
Ellis there, unfortunately, much like Pollock earlier, on the run every time we drop down, drop back to pass. The defensive line can push almost every single time.
Well, here we go at 2nd down and 10. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Here's the handoff coming to the near side again. Now back near the 50-yard line. Right between the hash marks. Roxana will run it over the 50 to the 49-yard line. Carson Ryan, sophomore again.
Another good run there by Ryan. As you see, mentioned
Hurry on the stop.
Shells.
Assisted there by
They
Daniel
start getting
Darnell
more carries as the season goes on, and definitely someone to watch for the next couple of years.
Well, we're now at 1 minute to go in the game. 1st and 10. Roxana midfield now, just over the 50-yard line. Shells will hand the ball off, and they'll keep it on the ground. And down to about the 42-yard line of CM. Maybe one more play for the Shells. Quarterback goes over to the sideline to get the new play. Roxana will run it again as we're at 30 seconds left as they huddle up.
As you said, probably
2nd and 4.
here in this game as fans start to file out on both sides. See what the Shells do in the final play.
15 seconds to go as they snap it, hand it, and off goes to Ryan. He's down to the 40, to the 35-yard line. 14 for the Shells, knocked in. They stop the clock to move the chains, but that's going to be it. There won't be time to run another play, it appears. Roxana getting a first down to the 34-yard line of CM, but they're going to be shut out by the Eagles tonight. 38-0, the final score. CM over Roxana. Back with the postgame in Alton in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.